Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox here on the panel is the one and only Bridgeman and my mate, JFK. How we doing?
All right, Ox here. Hi, Bridgeman.
Can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel here? Huge good evening to all the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
How are you, Bridge?
Excellent, pal. Excellent.
One more sleep.
One more sleep.
Waiting for
Please,
Christmas.
Aye. It really is, you know. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm just desperate for my team to do well and make us all happy, keep us all happy, you know. Do me fine, that'll do me fine. Win tomorrow night, fabulous. What time's the kickoff? Is it 5 o'clock or something?
It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll not be having a pre-match show tomorrow night. We'll just go straight into our normal show at 9 o'clock after the game's finished, yeah?
Okay.
Cool, no problem.
All right, well, announce that at the end of the gate. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be I don't know, but I think we're putting 2 and 2 together with a Michelin tie, JFK, if that makes sense. I think it'll be a tricky game tomorrow night. If we get any kind of result, I'll be really pleased.
I think it'll be a very hard tie tomorrow night, mate. I think it'll be harder than the Michelin game. I think this is a far, far superior team. A more hostile atmosphere. Our Bears that are travelling are there. Hope they're a safe journey when they're there and kept safe.
Did you see that stat today about when I said
10 times? Aye. They took 165 or something. The puddle drinkers and our Bears is a 1,700. I'm going to absolutely fantastic.
That's a stunning number, isn't it?
Aye.
It's an absolutely stunning number.
But on the game, I'm really looking forward to it, obviously. I think it'll be a really hard game. It's not because of what they've done in the past to the puddle drinkers and that, but they've not got a great showing in the league. They're 8th in the league. Mm-hmm. I think it will be a good game.
I mean, it's still. I mean, even when we had good sides, mate, any Polish team you've been saying this will be a tricky tie, mate.
Aye. Probably a Bridgeman like myself. I don't know if you can remember Oxford, but I remember one of the best Polish teams ever. Was Górnik of Poland. Do you remember that?
I never seen the game in '69, mate. No, I
remember it well.
Oh, I remember.
Was that Davy White's last game, JFK?
Oh no, was it? Aye.
Could have been.
Aye, could have been. Aye. Do you remember the guy that tore us to bits that night?
Yes, I do. What was it? Lubanski.
Lubanski.
By the way, I remember Bud Johnson, and I told him the last time I saw Bud Johnson, you missed a sitter for us against Górnik of Poland. And then they were still standing there wondering what had happened. The goalkeeper picked the ball and booted it out of the park. Yep. Big Lubanski scored.
Yeah. Aye. So Górnik was the team then, and obviously Legia Warsaw is the team of now. You know, I know they didn't win the league last season, but they're a decent outfit, and I think they'll need to be their best, which I think they will be. You know.
Here.
Really looking forward to it.
Well, for him, we've got no bad record in Poland, Bridge, but I mean, obviously, when was the last time we were there? We played a Russian team there. I think Advocat was the manager from memory, mate. And then I remember playing Górnik in 87, I think. Yeah, European Cup. We put Dynamo Kiev out the first round, put Górnik out the second round. That's off the memory, mate. But Polish sides, mate, they're always tricky ties. Bridge.
You remember when Poland, the national team, Poland came to Wembley, and they were playing Poland, and remember Brian Clough says this is a clown as goalkeeper and that, and Tomaszewski, was it Tomaszewski or something?
Tomaszewski.
Oh my God!
I was 74, mate. 74.
I'm saying that, but what a performance! So I think they've always had quite good teams. Sometimes they just failed, and when they failed abysmally, should I say?
The game in the Polish Army Stadium tomorrow night, when we played there before, was that because the war in Chechnya?
That's right, mate. Aye.
Is that what that was? In it, we played a Russian team there.
Can't even mind the name of the Russian.
No, they can have. I remember there was Rangers had put a request in not to travel because it's a cracking wee stadium now. I know.
Funny you should say that. I think it was on this day quite a few years ago now when I looked up 1996. Seems like yesterday, mate. 1996.
Tell me about it, mate.
Alana Vadkov, the Russian champions, away from home. And we went and won 7-2.
Yeah, I
remember watching that game in shock.
Yep.
Listen, we're saying what we think is going to be kind of tough game, and I've already said that I think Rangers will win tomorrow night. I
hope you're right, Raj. I hope you're right.
So do I, of course. But I think I was going to ask you guys. Anybody seen any comments from the press regarding what they think is going to be Rangers' fate tomorrow night? Shall we say? Does any of them think the Rangers will beat this mob?
I don't pay a lot of particular interest to the Scottish print media at the moment, mate. I don't. It's not something I set my stall at JFK.
No, I've no. I mean, that'll probably be in the papers tomorrow, but I've not seen anything today. I mean, I was scanning the internet today. Look at, I don't
back. Enough about that JFK. We don't.
And I've not listened to Snide Radio.
Oh, just can I interrupt you there? Has Bear Down Under got that blue movie yet?
Well, I'm not saying.
All right.
Is it Debbie does, or is it? I can't remember what my wife's name is.
Oh my God.
Oh my
God!
What were we talking about there? Right after the tag.
You're right. There's no wonder.
Oh dear me! My door's coming in a minute.
Are you blushing, JFK?
Yes,
you should be. You should be.
You caught me.
Unbelievable.
Oh God, actually, be grounded.
Well, I never thought he'd be stuck for words, Bridger.
Oh boy, he just climbed up straight away there.
Oh dear.
The daughter's coming in a minute. She'll sort you out, boy. I'll tell you.
They've all gave a good game tomorrow, and as I was saying about the media, I've not seen anything. Don't listen to Snide Radio, and I only listened to them last week because I wanted to laugh after what's happened to them. But no doubt, as usual, they'll no be giving us much of a chance, and they'll be bumming them up. So really, I'll be that too much bothered because we know what they're like. We know. I mean, I know it's not maybe a subject we're going to talk about, but all this rubbish about the Boyd guy spouting rubbish about the referee, that's just to deflect a lot of other things that's happening, so that's what they do. But I'm not really
going to ask you about that, JFK. I was just going to ask you that. We're quite keen on him, aren't you?
Who's that?
Tom Boyd.
I hate Tom Boyd.
Right, move on.
But no, I don't think, as usual, Oaks here that they'll give any great. There might be one or two maybe put their head above a parapet and give a kind of chance, but probably they've already begun they will only want us to get the chance that we know we deserve.
Mm-hmm. The bookmakers have got his favourites to go through. I know you're not a gambling man. We're favourites to go through the two legs, mate. Which I was quite surprised at. But
I'm surprised at that.
I hope Bridge is right, Bridge. I hope you're right, mate.
I think we'll win tomorrow night. I really do. I think we'll win tomorrow night. I'll set us up again. I don't understand. In my head, I don't understand what I could ever be hesitant about the way we're playing. We're really playing nice football. No matter where we go, we're playing nice football. And we've shown we can do it. We've shown we can go and we can dig in. So I'm quite happy. Let's get in there and mollocate them anyway.
Definitely.
Win tomorrow night, and that sets us up to finish up at Ibrox. Oh, yes.
You're right, mate. I mean, obviously, it'll be a big game next week, and it'll be a big. It's a big 10 days, is that right? 10 days now?
It is indeed, pal.
10, 11 days.
Oh, definitely.
I didn't have my counting head on there. I was saying 3 games, and it was actually 4 games.
Oh, we know, mate. We just ignore you.
Well, that's what I said last week, sure. I mean, if we come through this period unscathed, Oxshire.
Coming
through qualifying for the group stages, and winning every league game and getting to the international break.
Mate, dream start if that was to happen.
Oh, that's what we're looking for, mate.
Party time at Ibrox, isn't it? Party time at Ibrox after that.
Aye, we're not going to get carried away, but that's the start we want, and get into the group stages, be top with the league, get into the international break, and then see what transpires after that. So let's keep our fingers crossed, guys. Huh?
I'll just to let you know, Fox has been working on a competition, Rangers Radio Mr. and Mrs. JFK.
Okay.
Aye, so you need your partner on. There'll be quizzes for both partners.
Okay.
Points and mystery prizes. He's working on it in the background, but
as long as you don't ask her things behind closed doors, I've got my tickling stick in the cupboard and things like that. But
is that beside your mankinis?
Hey, you ought to see some of the mankinis I've got one with sequins on it.
Oh my God! Yeah.
He watches Strictly with that one on.
That's a Strictly one. You ought to see the one I put on when I watched Love Island.
You've got to watch that one you put on for Love Island. To put your head through the right hole.
You need to be careful. You need to put things in the right hole, mate.
Oh, Jimmy, you're a shocker, I'm telling you.
Oh, we're really going down the drain here, guys.
Oh, I know. So I tell you what we should do. We should get some people to join us. So if people want to join us, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 01413561972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. I think it would make sense if we heard for the gaffer, then we might get an idea about maybe any possible changes to the squad that the media have got wrong. Does that make sense, lads?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so get yourself in mute, but if you want to join us while you're hearing for the gaffer or after the gaffer slot, you can join us in the number or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought into the call by the one and only old school boy. And what can I talk about, JFK?
Talk about everything about the Rangers.
Here. So get yourself in mute and we'll hear from your manager, Stephen Gerrard, along with Stephen Davis. And I think they're both MBEs, or is Stephen Davis an OBE? No sure. Anyway, they've both been honoured by the Queen.
Good evening. I would like to ask what's more important to you, so detronising Celtic and winning the championship, or qualifying to the Europa League group stage?
I think the answer is pretty simple. I think they're both very important. A club the size of Rangers has to compete for all the prizes that are available. Of course, for financial reasons, the Europa League is very important, and also for our supporters. And that goes the same for everything domestically. So they're both very, very important to us.
Stephen, did you make a late change to the squad between Helander and Barker? And if so, what was the thinking behind that change?
The rules in this competition is you get up to 24 hours to confirm your squad anyway. For some reason, there's a big rush to get 22 over. So when we qualified against Midtjylland, within 24 hours, you have to give a squad of 22 players straight away. I don't know why. So I wouldn't really read into too much in terms of who's on that list. In terms of the media, you should be more concerned about who's selected in the final squad, because that has to be picked 24 hours before the game, before the kickoff. So I didn't confirm my squad until this morning. But I wouldn't read nothing into it, really.
I would like to ask you about Legia, about the team, what you know about the team, what players you can be afraid of, and what do you in general know about Legia?
We're not afraid of any Legia players. We respect them all. We think they're a good team, and they've done extremely well to get to this stage. A big club, a big name in European football. A team that is, not conceding many goals, so I think they're a very organised team. They have some exciting players in the final third, but I'm not really a manager who mentions individual names 24 hours before a game. I think that's unnecessary, but we come here with big respect for this team.
Stephen, you have 3 times the amount of fans here tomorrow night as you did in Denmark. How much of a boost is that for you, and is it also even more important the players maintain the standard they've had this season?
Yeah, I think the key to us reaching the Europa League group stages is maintaining the positive start and the form we've produced so far. If anything, we might have to go up a level to find the performance we want and need. In terms of our supporters, it's no surprise we've got fantastic support out here. We want to give them a performance to be proud of. But in terms of numbers, nothing ever surprises me wherever we are in the world when you see big numbers of Rangers fans, because they follow this team everywhere, and that's the reason why it's such a big club.
Question to you, Stephen. Do you consider yourselves the favourite team in those two games? And what about the forms of the players?
No, I think it's going to be a very difficult game over the two legs. As the manager touched on, we have big respect for Legia. We're expecting a hostile atmosphere tomorrow night and a difficult game, but we're coming here with confidence. We've had a good start to the season and we want to build on our performances so far. Thank you.
Before you got to know that you would be playing against Legia, had you known anything about any Legia player?
I didn't know too much about individuals. Obviously, we've done some analysis on them since we got the draw, so we'll be well prepared for tomorrow evening.
Manager, you had an opportunity to play in Poland with the national team back in 2012. So what can you say? What memories do you have from Poland? What can you tell about it?
The memories weren't good because we were knocked out of the tournament, but I always enjoy coming to Poland. There's obviously a lot of Liverpool fans who give me individual support out here. I think in the main, the Polish fans get behind the team and create a hostile environment to play in. But for me, the players should really embrace that and enjoy the hostility and put the shoulders back and really enjoy coming here and putting in a performance that our own supporters can be proud of.
Stephen, and I think it's about 14 games now in terms of qualifiers in the Europa League this season and last season. Your team has never been behind for a second in any of those games. Do you feel that you'll come under the stiffest test tomorrow night that you will have faced in the qualifiers? And how do you feel that the group that you've got are equipped to deal with the step up?
I think it's very difficult to gauge and compare this test to previous tests since I've come into the club, i.e., comparing Legia to Maribor, to Ufa, to Osijek and previous teams is very difficult to gauge the level. One thing's for sure, this will be a tough test and two close encounters over both sides. I think we've got two good teams fighting for the same prize. I have big belief and I back my players to deliver. I think my experience of this team is when the challenge gets tough, they stand up, and I think the hostility here in Legia will bring the best out of my team, and I've got every confidence we can get the result we need. Having said that, I don't think this tie will be decided tomorrow. I think it'll go to the wire.
I would like to ask about your biggest artillery. Of course, Alfredo Morelos. He scored 30 goals last season, but he during the games against Midtjylland, he got an injury and he didn't play the last game. So I would like to know if he's able to play. And the other question about maybe his skills, because he's got many red cards as well, 5 red cards last season. So there have been some allegations he may need some psychological help. So what do you say?
Yes, he's a fantastic player. He's not injured. He wasn't injured. He hasn't been injured since July. So he's fit, he's healthy, he's in great form. We have 2 number 9s who are fantastic players who are both capable of scoring goals. So it's a fantastic position for me to be in, having 2 number 9s that are capable of scoring at any level. Alfredo's a young player who's learning on and off the pitch how to behave, how to handle himself. We're trying to give him the support and the guidance he needs, but I'm very happy with his form and where he's at right now. That's all that's important.
Legia are very strong defensively, but your team's scoring a lot of goals. Do you feel they can go anywhere and score? And could also quickly check if you've got any fitness concerns, Stephen.
No, we have no fitness concerns. Greg Stewart has got a bad kick on his calf, so he's unable, but he was named in the 22. And the other part of your question is, yes, I mean, Legia are very well organised, and they don't concede many goals. I think the key tomorrow is to try and find our level and try and reach the performances that we did in the last tie against Midtjylland. If we do, I have confidence we'll find the breakthrough. The important thing for us is to keep creating chances because we have got players in good form, and whatever the test and the challenge in front of us, we always have confidence and belief that we can go and strike when the time comes within the game. I believe Legia will come and be aggressive tomorrow and try and press us high, certainly in the early stages. While we'll have to handle that and cope and be able to handle the ball under pressure, that should give us opportunities to go and strike in the space behind. But time will tell whether we can execute in them moments.
Oh, thanks for that, Fox. I've never listened to a press conference and I thought one of the journalists should get drug tested, but there you go. He was full on, wasn't he?
Was that Mark Gideon trying to put on an accent?
I think the Polish, one of the guys in the lobby said the same thing. The Polish media seemed to ask better questions, shall we say, overall, than the Scottish media. I don't know what the Scottish media were asking for.
What do you think Alfredo Moreira needs psychological?
Yeah, of course. They obviously they're speaking completely. That's just literally a translation, isn't it? Is the guy all right now? That kind of thing. But
that's a thing that's been spouted in some of the tabloids about psychologically. But it was an interesting. I watched it today. It was interesting, and the questions. The guy just.
I've never seen the VT. I bet you Gerard nearly fell off his seat when that was asked.
Quite funny. It was an interesting press conference. So I mean, it was very forthright, his answers as usual. Oxia. So as he said, it's a hard game. They'll come hard at us. Press is hard. We need to deal with that. Different type of game for Midtjylland, than the other ties. So Polish football, as we know, has always been a hard game. They play hard.
Always played fast football, mate.
Sorry?
The game's always been a bit speed.
Aye.
They play fast football.
Yeah.
Look, the other thing that came out for me is, once again, Bridgeman, one of your favourite, the Scottish press got it wrong about the squad. We've had to listen to some crap being said.
Aye.
About the boy Herlander who hadn't named his squad, and then when he named it, he was in it. It's just they always get things wrong. Anyway, we've been joined by a caller which I don't recognise. Evening, caller.
Come on, caller.
He's on mute. Right, we'll move on.
Yeah, can I come in on that when you were just saying there?
Of course you can. Oh, wait a minute, he's come off a evening caller.
It's Smurf with my new headgear. I'm just getting up to speed.
Just call yourself Smurf.
You gave us a Friday. We thought you'd disappeared completely. Unbelievable.
Technology, Smurf. Technology.
I know.
That's obviously his prison number. Didn't you go, Will Smith, getting himself sorted?
I was just going to say that you mentioned that our press and what they know, what they don't know, what they make up, and I think it would be safe to say they probably make up maybe 90% any story about Rangers, just so there's some sort of reaction, because they've been leading us down the garden path saying that Herlander is not going to be there, and then there was a big headline tonight again saying Herlander's going to be there, but is it Barker? Barker's dropping out. That's what the news said tonight, and I thought to myself, I don't know if it's true or not. And after what I heard from Steven Gerrard, who, by the way, is still a master with the press, an absolute master, absolute well done, our manager, well done. But I don't know whether there's any truth in that. I don't know if Barker has dropped out of the pool.
They had to give his squad today. He done it, so Barker was never in it.
Barker was never in it.
No.
So where did he make it up from? Oh my God! Please just shoot them all. Just shoot all of them.
So
God,
Barker makes like travel because new player, bonding and all that stuff, JFK, but you know, they might have took an extra 3 or 4 players just for the trip sometimes, just for the bonding part.
Well, we do that. I mean, I've seen that in the past. Some of the younger players or the new players on loan or whatever. That's what he done. But as usual, the press here, I mean, we do more homework in Rangers Radio than these guys do. You know, they don't even go in and try and find out the correct information. You know, so as usual, the Scottish press goes at rang, you know, and the gaffer basically told them that, you know. So that was good. As usual, as I said, it puts them in their place and he answers their questions very eloquently. So if the boy Barker's there for the camaraderie and that's good that the gaffer's done that. So, but if he's not in the squad, I'll not make much of a difference for the boy because he will play a few games this season. I'm very sure of that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow, Manswell, when the team's picked, if Hollander's there or no, I'm really pleased with it. Another entertaining 5.5 minutes, of Steven Gerrard. Really was.
So how we doing, Smurf? Oh.
Nice.
Press the button, Smurf. Come on. Bridgeman, you're going to have to get into his house and give some...
There we go, boys.
Oh, there we go.
He's asked his wife and she's helped him out with it. That's what it's been.
Have you worked it out, Smurf?
I've only got one wee problem with it. I seem to be getting a lot of interference and feedback. I'm only kidding you.
That'll be Bridgeman.
Aye.
Shocker. Shocker.
So what's on your mind, mate?
No, I watched the interview with Gerrard, and I think he was saying something along the lines of that initially, 24 hours, you've got to fire in that a squad, however many players it is, and then 24 hours you've got to confirm it. So I think you just could give them any 22 names, but 24 hours before the game, you confirm it. So that's when you can make your changes, your amendments, you know. But he was class in that interview. How he handled those questions was brilliant.
He's a cool customer.
Aye, cool as a cucumber. Nothing ruffled him. Been over the course before. Brilliant. Yeah, it was good.
Always says nice things about the whole. You know, mentioned Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, been there before, played there before, but not the best of results. But he knows how to play the media. The guy's a class act, JFK.
Of course he is. You know, even the Polish guy was trying to get his wee dig in about the Poles knocking England out the was it Euro Championship they knocked him out of? You know, and they just what half a duck's back. You know, we never won. Blah blah blah. You know, next question basically. And then when the guy asked him about are you fearful of Legia? No, we have nothing to fear. So aye, he's a consummate professional. I've said that many times, and so have you guys, that he answers the questions directly, doesn't lose his cool, has a wee smirk now and again. That tells him that no, I know better than you. So it's good. It's a good watch. Listening to it's good, but watching it's even better. So it's good stuff.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my starting 11 for tomorrow night. Yeah.
Okay.
You've got a caller in there on the phone.
Oh, evening, caller. How are we doing?
Hello, it's Stardog.
Hello, Stardog.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm using a different phone tonight because I smashed.
Is that your wife you're using?
Aye, Mrs. Stardug's.
Oh.
Have you checked it? She might have some dodgy numbers on there, boy.
Aye, it's been checked, mate.
What's on your mind, mate?
Just join in, mate. I'll listen in for a bit and then I'll come in with the next one because I've just literally got on, mate. So I don't know what you're talking about. All that. I'll listen in for
Rangers,
a bit and then I'll
mate.
come in with the next one.
Rangers.
I know that. We know that. But I just at the tail end of the press conference, all that. I've not seen the press conference. What's happening, Stevie?
Who are you talking to?
Is he got Stevie Gerrard in his house?
No, who just said Starbuck? I thought that was Big Stevie that said that there.
No, it was Bridgeman.
I can't even ask the question now. Away you go and get your tea or whatever you're doing, pal.
What you got for me?
No. I was just going to ask you a question regarding the press conference because I thought I heard you saying you wanted to. Are you listening to the press conference or just listening to something?
I only heard the bit for Morelos needs psychological help, mate. That's when I turned on.
Aye. A cracker, isn't it?
That was a good one for the polls, aye.
Anyway, Oxford, your team.
All right, McGregor, Tav, Katic, Goldson, Flanagan, Davis, Jack, Aribo, Arfield, Jones, and Morelos.
Yeah.
Put my neck on the line there. Bridgeman.
Right. So you're going for McGregor? Let me get this right. I want to repeat it again. McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Katic, and did you say Halliday?
Flanagan.
Okay. I wondered. I'm sure I heard him say Halliday. And then you're going for Aribo, Davis, Aribo, and who was your third midfielder? Davis, Aribo, and Ryan Jack. Sorry, pal. That's cool. Sometimes I don't hear properly, so my apologies.
Right.
What was it?
And then up front, Arfield, Jones, and Morelos, and I think it'll be a 4-5-1 with the two boys be licensed to join when they can.
Magic. Okay, bud. Thanks for
that.
Yeah.
Smurf.
Aye, same back four. Davis, and I think Kamara will start. And I don't think Aribo will be risked in this game due to him being on a booking. Because I think the crunch game is going to be the game back at Ibrox.
There's logic in that, mate. There's logic in that.
There's maybe want to keep their tinder dry, if you like, their powder dry for that game. Pretty much the same 11 as you, with that option.
I can see your logic. That makes sense. JFK.
Same back five, goalie in the back four, and then I would in the middle. I would go for Kamara, Davis, and Jack. I'm the same thinking as Smurf. It was something you brought up last week about Aribo's booking.
Aye.
Up front, I would go with your same three front, mate: Jones, Morelos, and Arfield. So I don't know if he'll risk Aribo by booking, if he'll take the chance, keep him for a game at Ibrox. So that'd be the 11 I'd start with.
There's logic in that. Bridgeman?
Yeah, I'm slightly different. I said last week, I've got a sneaking suspicion he's going to slip Barisic in here. I don't know why I think that, but I do. I would go for that. Obviously Flanagan if he doesn't. Davis, Kamara, and Jack in the midfield. Although I noticed that Kamara played the weekend, and it might be kind of tough for him, but it doesn't really matter. So we can go for him there, and I would do Arfield. I would do obviously Morelos, and I don't know whether we go for Ojo or Jones. I'm not dead sure which one. Let's say we'll go for Jones because he only played a half, didn't he? At the weekend there. Yeah, that's what I'd go for.
All right, so we're pretty much the same. Fox is joined us. Then Fox, how are you, mate?
Evening, lads.
In Fox.
Jimmy.
How are we doing, mate? What's on your mind?
I've got you a agree with the boys on their selections there.
Makes sense. Makes sense, aye.
I agree with Smurf that maybe Joe Aribo might be held back for the Ibrox game. I think it's a strong midfield with Davis, Kamara and Jack, a good hard-working midfield. And I think we're going to need that. I would think that Ojo and Arfield will be behind Morelos up front. But I agree with the rest of your picks.
Okay.
All right. And else on your mind, mate? Did you enjoy the press conference?
I did, mate. And see the bit he asked him about Alfie?
Wonderful, wasn't it?
He should have turned around and says, I were trying to stop him scalping people and biting out their tongues, and then before he comes out on the park, put him out in one of the masks that they had and silence the alarms and let him go.
What a question that was, wasn't it?
Oh, I know. I thought that was Tom English asking the questions.
Could have been, actually, couldn't it? It just could have been. Wow.
I'll tell you what I did get. I felt as though the manager was looking quite confident, and he looked quite assured of himself, and I think he believes in this team.
He's near his naughty fox, is he?
No, the way they've performed. I'm just hoping that we can go out there and do justice to ourselves, because we're a good side.
Aye, all right. So we're building up. What's your thoughts on the tie the Morris Smurf? What's your thinking?
I think it'll be a tight game, but obviously they're reputed to be not much of a threat going forward, but defensively sound. So you're usually geared up in Europe, aren't you, to be under the caution. You'd want guys that are going to be able to release pressure and break up, guys like Jones and that, break up a field, take the ball for a wander, and try and hit in the break. I'm not so sure that will be the case tomorrow. I think where they're sort of defensively sound, you maybe invite Rangers onto them, which would be sort of unorthodox. But I think it could be a kind of end-to-end game. I think it could just end up being a real, you're talking about the other night, a real 50-50 tie. I don't think it will be a typical away from home performance, back to the wall performance. I think it'll be real attacking intent for Rangers to try and go and get a goal.
See, I've played 4 games in the league, Oxy, and I've only scored 3 goals.
Aye, I heard that stat last night, JFK. I don't think this team that we've got, JFK, is the type to go and sit in. I mean, Tav will go forward when he can, and everybody else will go forward. We'll have discipline in our team, of course we do, and Jack and Davis will cover for people, but we're all about playing the football the right way,
I think so far this season, I think our pressing game has been absolutely great, and I think our crisp passing has been good to watch, and it's been good for the team. I don't think we should be letting ourselves get pushed onto the back foot. We should be going forward against this team. And I think we're more capable. I'm like Bridgeman. I think we're more capable of winning the tie. Against it, yeah. So going forward, I think the pressing game has been really, really good, and the football we've played has been really excellent at times. Never mind good. So I'm confident that the team, the gaff, and I hope that Macy's all picked more or less the same team, and that is a good team. And the bench will be a good bench as well. So it's a game we should all relish tomorrow. It'll be a good game. I think it'll be a good game of football. They'll put themselves about tomorrow, and we need to be strong for that. And this is where Fred will need to be strong, because when that Polish guy's mentioned that about the psychological thing with Fred, you better believe, like the puddle drinkers and everybody else, they'll be out to mix it with Fred. This is a test for him tomorrow. Let him just get knocked down, dust his cell, and just go on with the game. And the best thing to do is get it up them and put the ball in the net.
Hear me.
Can I just come in there? See what you've just said there. You're spot on, and they may have shot themselves in the foot, because Stevie G's going to sit there and highlight that, surely, with Fred, to reinforce his point. Screwing up for a team, do your bit, don't get involved, you know. And I think they might have done us a favour. Also,
I can't agree with you more. I think he's been exemplary up to now. Exemplary.
Mm-hmm.
Morelos plays like he did in Milan, mate. We're in for a fruitful night because he absolutely ragdolled the 2 centre-halves or 3 centre-halves that night. You know, it was a great centre-forward performance that evening.
So far, I don't want to keep going on about Fred, but no, I mean, we all spoke about what happened last season, but I think so far, I think we can all agree 100% that his attitude looks a lot better. He's got a much better smile on his face. It looks as if he's enjoying his football more, and that can only bode well for us. And what Smurf said there, I 100% agree. The old proverbial pin it on the door, the dressing room material. Here's what they were saying about you. You need psychological help. They think that you're go out and show them what you can do. Go out and score a hat trick for us tonight. And that's all we want as Bears.
Yeah. You know, Jimmy, what you said there a minute ago is absolutely 100%. I've said this for the last 4 or 5 weeks now. We need to make sure we get him smiling, because when he's smiling, he's really good. He forgets everything, no problems, everything. He just rushes away from people and lets them go on with it. And he's got a big grin in his face when he's playing football. And that's what I want to see from him, because he scores some fabulous goals.
Yeah.
Probably the most exciting footballer that we've got and have had, certainly for a number of years.
Definitely.
He just lights the place up when he touches the ball. That's what I think.
Do you know, I'll take this to Fox and Smurf. Fox, Morelos, there's been a couple of goals he scored this year that have been like finishes that he didn't have last year. Do you think the influence of Jermaine Defoe running about the 6 yard, 8 yard areas been good for him? Do you think he's working on and giving him small techniques in training?
I think the two of them actually got on quite well, judging by how they shake and hug each other when they're substituting each other. And if he can't learn that from Defoe, mate, that's detrimental to his career for me. He can't do anything but pick up good habits for Jermaine Defoe, for his off-the-field activities, to his efforts on the park. So I would hope that he was learning that from Mox.
Smurf?
I always thought, sort of, maybe last year and the year before, if he had too much time to think about it, he'd maybe miss. But if it was a sort of instinctive thing, you know, if he turned shoot, he'd burst the net. Darsheville was a bit like that.
Yeah.
But he seems to be more clinical, more ruthless, more sort of, you know, on point, and a different range of finishing and all. So brilliant. I think he's improved. I think you can see it. I think there's an obvious difference in him.
Yeah.
Do you think Smith that his first year there, last year, was maybe got it in his head that he was standing up to defenders, and it was probably surprised at the treatment he got for referees? He did put it about a wee bit, but I think he was just trying to show that he wouldn't be put off his stride, you know.
See what you're saying there? You're correct. I believe you're correct, but I think you're scratching the surface there. I think it runs much deeper. The whole club, at every tier, at every level, every facet of our club has been attacked way before Fred was even anywhere near the club. But since he's come in, the turnover of, you know, managers and Murty and different stuff like that, constant bullying and pressure for the media, a young boy, and he's the focal point. He's the guy that pulls the trigger, and he's combative by nature. There's a language barrier, and it's him against the world, playing for a club against the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, I think it should be applauded, you know what I mean? Because a lesser character could have curled up into a wee ball and never been seen again, or or actually, you know, demanded a transfer. So I don't think we should be sitting here saying if he could only do this and if he could only do that.
Yeah.
I think we should be grateful.
There's a lot of positives. There's a lot of positives in his game, and he's improving, Bridgeman. Come on, Bridge, off of mute.
I'm there. I'm Ibrox, and I'm watching him. And when he touches the ball, Ibrox comes alive. People are interested. What's happening? Is he running with the ball? All that. We're watching him. The guy is dynamite. He's absolute dynamite on the ball, and he lifts your heart. You want to go up and stand. You're standing up before he even gets anywhere near the area. That's the kind of impact he has. Last season, he was very unfortunate. He got himself involved, shall we say. And I believe a lot of the players who got him involved should have been also red carded. But he got himself involved, and hopefully the managers and the rest of the older players in the team have maybe pulled that wee bit badness that he had out of him, if there was any badness. He's a young boy, as the Smurf said, and it was absolutely shocking. And it takes you back to the young boy Odua, who was absolutely murdered up here, and nobody done anything about it. But at least with Morelos, when it got to near the end of the season, the rest of the players were running in and trying to get in there to make sure he was okay, which is what we all wanted, just drag him out of the way. But he was a wee bit hot-headed in a sense to his own worst enemy. But look at him now. He's been, he's absolutely amazing. And they have whacked him. They went in and tried to get him and all the rest of it. But no, he just walked over him, and I think he's brilliant. What an improvement. What an improvement. Brilliant.
I don't think he minds having a physical game, JFK.
No. He doesn't. That's his. You said it before, Oxshire. The same as the rest. That's his game. He likes to mix it in there with two or three of the defenders, and that's his forte. He likes to get in there and mix it where that was a word that he used, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, getting it out and taking it, there's two different. If he can take the tackle, fine. But as long as the tackle's no over the top, and he's got to learn that, And you kept saying there, he's got to be smarter. Be smarter. I mean, they're out to get you sent after, looking for a reaction. The media's looking for a reaction off him. Every time a pundit or anything talks about him, how will Rangers do today or tonight? Well, as long as Alfredo Morelos can stay in the park and all this, he needs to have them talking about Alfredo Morelos, the top goal scorer, and know about his temperament. We know he's got that temperament, but I love that temperament he's got. But he's got to learn to control it a bit and use it more in the park. And I think he's started to do that this season. And I can see him scoring 30 plus goals this season if he keeps scoring like that. If I kept saying, put the ball in the back of the net, that'll shut them all up. Take the tackle, as long as it's not a bad tackle. But you keep saying, Oxy, and I agree with you, he's got to be smarter, streetwise, pitch-wise, whatever you want to look at it. If they get it out, make sure that you get back, but make sure that you're no caught the same as them. They're sly, especially Lego Muncher there. You know what I mean? So
they set out to wind the ball up,
yeah.
Look for the reaction. It's a compliment in a way, Smurf. But what's impressed me is I thought he was a good player, but watching him this year, his movement, his distribution of the ball, and his finishing, he's scoring different kinds of goals now.
He's playing with better players. See now,
comment.
Lego Muncher, he'll be preoccupied with Aribo, Ojo, Jones, or maybe the young boy Barker's going to come on, or whatever. The focal point may or may not be Fred anymore. He's the icing on the cake. He's the guy that's giving you the end product. There's so many other players that influence your team, and he's no dragging people with him now. He's got old heads there. I'll leave McGregor because he is probably the one that needs psychological help with some of his tackles.
I agree with that.
But you've got Davis, you've got Scotty Arfield, you've got Jermaine Defoe, you've now got King, this experience around him, a shroud of experience around him, better players around him, where now he can just go and play. The guy's got character and big cojones. There's better players than him. Players that are far better players than him have come to Ibrox. Couldn't do it.
I think he's a player that will maybe not realise how good he was.
Until he's gone. Until he's gone. And it's his character. To me, when I look at him, I go, that's a Jock Wallace player there.
Can I come in, Oxia?
Aye, of course you can, Bridge. And you
I was going to say, you'll notice that this season, I hope it continues, there's not very many big, long, high balls coming up to him, where there's him and three defenders trying to fight for the ball, which sometimes that's where a lot of the melees started from. It was running arguments and so on and so forth, and running fights. So a lot of the play we're doing now is on the ground, which is really suitable for Alfredo. Like, he can take the ball from anywhere, truth be told, but he gets passes, the ball comes through him on the ground. He's got so much natural ability. He can pull the ball in, and he can feed other people and pick up the next pass. He's just great. So if we continue playing the way we've been playing, other than the weekend there where we were putting high balls in the wind, so if we can do that, with some fabulous players on the ground, including Alfredo Morelos, he can put the ball away for us, no problem.
Here. I'm going to go to Stardog, and then I think it's Albert that's joined us. Stardog, you're a fan of Morelos, eh?
I love him, Oxia. I think his temperament and things like that has been brilliant this year. And I tell you what, if they're worrying about him psychologically tomorrow, they're in for a treat, honestly, because I think he'll be playing up front. He'll be in my team, so he would be with Shea Ojo on the right, and I think he'll go with Arfield. Maybe Ojo on the left and Arfield on the right, probably. But I love Morelos, mate. I think his goals to game ratio is absolutely brilliant, and I think he'll be a real honfu. But talking about them, like everybody's saying that they'll be a step up for us and things like that. See, if you look at the teams they've played this year, we'll be a dramatic step up for them, I believe, and I think we're going to win this game 2-0 tomorrow.
Good shout, pal.
I so hope you're right. Evening, Albert.
On yourself, Stardog.
Evening, lads. How are you all doing?
All right, Albert.
All right.
How you doing, Jimmy?
All right, pal.
Was that Albert the troublemaker?
Aye, ahoy there, Errol. How you doing?
Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Just that. See that Morelos one. Just to put you right about that guy, man. There's two, probably some of the greatest, two of them especially, some of the greatest Rangers players ever have had the same problem. And I don't think it's a problem. I just think it's a guy that'll not take a step back, and I like that.
Yeah.
Bud Johnson and Colin Steen.
Yeah.
They were the exact same. Look, the red cards they got.
Wally Woodburn.
And Wally Woodburn, his son died.
Born 100 years ago today, mate.
There you go. See what I mean? Yeah. So we Morelos, I mean, this is all made up with this stupid Scottish media. And see that question today, that was planted into that guy's head. That was one of the Scottish press that planted that into him. That's a plant. I don't care what anybody say. No other journalist in the world would ask a question like that unless they get fed it. You know what I mean? It's nonsense. It's nonsense. And the way Alfie do well, he'll run right tomorrow night. That's the head out. They're fair to Alfie. Same as the whole of Scottish football are fair to him. They're fair to him. And the wee man will just cheer them all up. Love the wee man. He's a great wee player. And I like his attitude. No step back. With I told you the other night, you pull that Rangers jersey and you don't take a step backwards. It's forward all the time. And wee Alfie's a good example of that.
Pulls some faces, but Albert, didn't he? He's quite comical on the pitch, isn't he?
Oh, aye. But he's winding them up as well, and with his antics and all that. You know what I mean? But he does it, and to me it looks fun. It looks like a good carry on. They do it to him, and it's all serious and all that. But they're the ones that are getting the plaudits. I mean, that Bruin wrecked his studs in the back of the wee man's leg and got away with it. Not a bad comment about it. The wee man turns round, and I just said before, he needs to learn to punch, because you're going to hit him right, knock him out. But he'd wee man get the all the bad press, but that Bruin walking about there going and getting credit for saying, see, that's Bruni, he's clever, isn't he? No, he's a dirty so-and-so, that's what he is. Call him what he is. But But we Alfred, nah, no problem. Can I give you my team for tomorrow night?
Aye, on you go, mate.
McGregor, Tarbs, Goldson, Katic, Helander. Midfield,
Ooh.
Davis, Jack, Kamara, King. Up front, Ojo, and we Alfie.
That is different.
It's very adventurous.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind that.
Right, go ahead. The reasons before we go to the tune.
First of all, Helander more aerial threat than their box. Plus, he's left-footed. I mean, remember Big Papach? Papach was a centre half and we turned him into a left back. So we might have a left back already made for us sitting there. Just what he thought he was a centre half. Because Big Katic didn't deserve to get dropped at any cost, by the way. Big man's not done anything wrong. But the King, I'm saying King, because King's a goal scoring midfielder, and I'm thinking myself, if we're breaking up that part, we're wanting somebody who can hit a ball outside the area, and that boy can do that.
See, also left-footed, Albert.
I'm not quite sure what it is, Bridge.
What was that, Bridge?
I was just wondering if that boy King's also left-footed.
He is left-footed.
There you go then. That was a good choice then, wasn't it? Well done, Albert.
A bit different there, JFK, yeah. Oh, I lost JFK. Oh, he's all right.
JFK's run away with it after that selection. Disgusting him. Away for more food.
Wait for more beer.
Aye.
Aye, might be. Just might be.
But the beauty of our squad now is you can come up with these combinations now. Whereas before it was maybe one, maybe two we could change. Not like last season, the season before. Now we can actually, as he proved on Sunday, you can change 10 players. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic squad, I'm telling you. Excellent squad. Now we can come up and we can truly discuss different formations, different guys in different positions. You know what I mean? I think it's great. I really enjoy it.
Your selection's great. I think your selection's great. Very brave. It certainly wasn't my selection. I was more safe, I think, in my selection. But your a couple of comments you've made there, particularly Helander playing at left back. Maybe it. A couple of people have mentioned it in the past.
That's the politest way you've ever called somebody nuts in your life, Bridgman.
What's that?
You've just called him nuts, Albert. He is. He's nuts.
No, very brave. I thought it was not, right off the wall. Nobody saw it.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
So well done. Congratulations.
You'll be getting drug tested during the break, Albert.
That's again. Well, guilty, Your Honour.
Right, get yourself in mute, and Fox is going to give us a tune.
I sailed the wild Atlantic, across the broad Pacific shore. I sailed around the stormy capes and I've heard the 40s roar. I've flied the Indian Ocean, I've sailed the China Sea, but there's a sea back home in Scotland more than all the rest of me. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. The blue, blue, blue sea of my love. And this battle will really get clear clean. No more I'll sail the seven seas, no more I'll ever roam. No more I'll feel the urge again, I'm back where I belong. And 3 o'clock each Saturday I'll join the mighty throng. With flags and banners all around, I'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. And this battle will really get clear. league that I have ever seen. It's the blue team of my love. I'm just myself every league that they have seen. I'm just myself every league that they have seen.
You back, everybody?
I'm indeed.
Good tune.
It's blue.
Mute button's working now.
That's good.
It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen.
Couldn't get off a mute there, Oxyere. I heard you saying my name, but I couldn't get off a. I don't know what happened there. That's some team for all bear, isn't it?
Oh, what's your thoughts, mate? Bridge slaughtered them in a nice way.
Hey, behave yourself. No, I thought he was
Calling
very
them
brave.
brave was calling them the same thing as calling them nuts. Come on.
Not at all. Allbear knows fine well.
I just can't. I for the life of me, Allbear, I just don't see. I know you're talking about that Hollander's a left footer, but I just can't for the life of me see how we could play him at left back. I think that'd be suicide, mate. I don't think the boy King's ready for a European game at tomorrow night. So it's a good out there team, as they say. It's a team that you've thought about, but for me, it's a no-no. I think that's too big a risk. I think he'll stick with the tried and trusted. I know it's all about opinions, about team we would like to maybe see that, but I think Maesters, I think everybody's went with the tried and trusted, but no.
Well, the teams you use it for picked. It's a good team, don't get me wrong. It's a team that played the midges. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. They win 4-2, so 4-2, wasn't it? 4-2. So nothing wrong with that team.
No, but I mean, if you're, do you think Hollander, is you putting Hollander in because you think he would be a better prospect to play at left back than Flanagan, or is it because he's a £3.5 million player and he should be in there?
Bit of both, Jimmy, to be honest with you, bit of both, mate. I think they're panicking. I think they're panicking to get him into the team some way, and with Katic and Golson playing so well, they're finding it difficult. But because you remember, see they drops Katic, big Katic will start asking the question, what do I need to do to stay in this team? I waited here all last year to get in the team. I finally get in the team, play well. I'm actually defending well and scoring goals. So what do I need to do to stay in the team? They can't draft him out, Jimmy, for hell.
No, Conor Golson and Katic are playing well. Big Tav is playing well, and I know that. We all know that Flanagan had that error last week, that if you can call it an error, that allowed them to score. But I just think it's an out of there Hollander who's never played in that position before, and certainly not at this level. I know he played in the Danish league and that they played in Italy, but no, for me,
I'm just thinking about Papic.
It's all about opinions, but I understand that, but for me,
I'm just thinking the Papic. Remember we had Papic, we had him at centre half, and he wasn't very good at centre half. But then we stuck him out to left back. Good grief, what a revelation!
Unless the gaffer's seen him play at left back, but I've done a wee bit of looking into Hollander, and I did say is there possible as a left back stopgap, but I can't find much about him. So playing at left back, but for me, I would personally I would stick with the back four that we've got now, and hopefully the gaffer buys a real left back before the season starts. After the international break with the window closing. So I still think Greg Taylor's a goer. I think he would come to Ibrox. A lot of people say he's no Rangers class, but come on, we thought that about Jones. A lot of guys thought Jones is playing for Kilmarnock, but he plays with his skin for Northern Ireland. So I would take him in a heartbeat.
Well, we'll see what happens anyway.
Yeah.
What's your view on that, Smurf? I mean, for me, it'd be too big a game to gamble. King, I think I can't see Steven Gerrard playing him too early there, and also I can't see him taking the gamble with Hollander at left back.
I think both of them are you know, like the St Mirren game's a game where you bring them on as a sub to introduce them into it and bed them in. I don't think you play them away from home in you know, arguably the most important game of the season so far. It's not the forum to do it. So no, I don't agree that it'll happen. But going back to what they were saying about Katic potentially losing his place, the danger for Katic is being right-footed, and he's got a right-footed left playing at left back, and you know, defensive mistakes. You know, it's a vulnerable area, so Katic could make a mistake, misreading something because of Flanagan or vice versa, and the biggest threat to Katic is what I'm trying to say is us not having a recognised legitimate left back. That's the biggest threat to Katic in that position. And
we've been saying that for a while.
And he may not need to even make a mistake to be omitted from the team. If you get Helander match fit, the fact that he is more experienced and is naturally left-footed, irrespective of whether Katic has made mistakes or not, may be enough to trump him. Because it's not the Katic show. It's about the betterment and the advancement of Rangers Football Club.
What's best for the team? That's the call the manager's going to make.
Absolutely.
Stardog, you're sitting there very quietly and like checking the wife's photographs on her phone.
No me, mate. No me. No, on the Helander thing, but I definitely 100% don't think. Well, Helander can't play anyway anymore, can he?
Aye.
In the squad.
Play with him. Right, well, I don't think he'll play at left back, mate. My back four would be Tav, Golson, Katic, and it'll be Flanagan, mate. It'll be Flanagan. He's the toughest one out of all of them, and I think that's what we'll go for. That's why I think Arfield will be in the team tomorrow. I think we'll have a sturdy set-up tomorrow. But I do really fancy to go and make this game. I really do, because as I said earlier, I think we'll be a real step up in quality for them as well, never mind them being that for us.
Yeah, but I think speaking entirely just about us, I think a couple of the comments tonight have been absolutely true. There is a massive imbalance in our defence. I've been saying it for a long time, and everybody sees it. There's a massive imbalance. So somewhere along the line, the manager's going to have to come up with something. And
well, I like Big George's idea last night about the boy for Derby. I mean, I don't think. I mean, Greg Taylor wouldn't be a bad player. I would take him, but I think he's going to go to them. So to be honest with you, that's what the main talk's been anyway. But I would take the boy for Derby. So I think he'd be a good buy for us. I mean, I'd be so surprised if Barisic started tomorrow. It would confuse me if he did, because then I wouldn't really know where to stand with him. To be honest with you, because I don't.
Yeah,
like him.
that's what I thought.
Do you know what I mean, Bridget? It wouldn't make sense if he played.
Yeah. I thought that too, and that's why when I picked my team, I put Barisic and Flanagan. I don't know whether the manager is going to play Barisic based on his recent past and the manager's thoughts. He'll definitely just play. To me, would just probably play Flanagan as the safest.
Right, I think Flanagan will start.
I think so myself now, but you're creating even more imbalance by continuing that way. I don't think Flanagan's a bad player. He's unfortunate. He gets caught out sometimes, and he makes the odd mistake. Barisic hasn't lit the fire on the pitch, so we definitely need a solution to the left back position, and we need it pretty quickly, to be honest.
Aye, definitely.
Well, we'll see what it takes us, but Fox, Andy King, I just think is a wee bit soon for him in his Rangers career to play tomorrow night. But stranger things have happened when you think back to Joe Worrell appearing in Spain.
I'd rather see him get a couple of games under his belt before getting into an important game like this. I think Ojo and what's the other, the wee winger guy, Gordon Jones have done very well respectively, and I don't see any reason not to play one of the two of them. They're both doing well at the moment, and I don't know if I would sacrifice the speed and power of the two on a breakaway for maybe Andy King that couldn't even do anywhere near that pace, mate, you know.
Yeah.
You've always got to have the right to reply. All there.
Oh, I think he's a shot with doing in Flames, and quite rightly so, because I'm as Bridges got me, I'm mental. So what I'm going to do, right, is get back into my lab and come up with some other potions.
That's shocking, by the
way. It's a fair comment. It was just a thought. No, I mean, it was just a thought.
Listen, by the way, caused great debate. We'll be joined by another caller. Evening, caller.
Good evening. My name's James. How are you doing, Bears?
How are we doing, mate? James from where?
Paisley, mate.
Oh, right, that's all right. Sorry.
You
must
have
a name like that. All right, JFK?
Yeah, definitely.
See this kind of thing that you have not brought up the kind of night or even Tota. What about that Edmondson? Did he not play left back with, was it Millwall or wherever he came from? I'm sure he played centre half in Millwall.
Oldham.
Was it Oldham, right? Sorry. I'm sure he played left back a few times for them.
I don't think he's naturally left footed.
No.
But the boy, I'll tell you another thing, that boy's never let us down. I'll pass you to a centre half expert, Bridgeman.
Yeah, and you're right. What you last said there. He's not let anyone down. That's the same as Flanagan. He's not really let us down. He said the odd slip.
Oh, Flanagan's not done nothing wrong, but okay, I like kind of Flanagan, but he's probably a wee mistake. Perhaps maybe we can try Edmondson out there. I don't fancy Helander or because the guy, you know what I mean? But I don't like a big, tall, 6 foot centre half at left back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Edmondson showed on Sunday there that he's ready at any time to step up into the first team, but it'll probably be the right side of a central defensive pairing, or indeed he'll be sitting beside like Goldson. He would be ready to step up into the team.
What's your opinions on the two centre halves? I mean, see, to me, if you were dropping one of the two of them, you're Goldson or Katic, I would drop Goldson. I mean, I think he's prone to more mistakes, to be honest. But
I think you'll find, tactically speaking, that Goldson's probably the best of all the centre halves we've got that we've seen up to now.
You think so? I think Katic's a better defender than him.
He might be a better defender, and yes, you're right there. But I think Goldson's played really and truly. I think he's played exceptionally well for Rangers. And I think what you said a wee minute ago, it was really difficult to drop either of the two of them, and that's where the debate comes in about who's going to play out in the left. You know,
I think like the more right, it's a certainty. See the team that started against the Midges, I think he's going to do the exact same thing. Now, I can't disagree with that either.
Yeah, well, he's rested virtually every one of them, isn't he? So he's got a tremendous amount of players to pick from.
Oh, it's a great. Right, guys, anyway, I'm going to come out the phone right now, like he's gone. Right, thanks very much for taking my call.
Thanks for the call, mate. Don't be a stranger, all right?
Would be. Cheers, bro. Right.
Cheers,
James.
Oh, Bear, you've caused a debate, all right? Brilliant, mate.
Caused trouble.
By the way,
trouble.
But see that boy Edmondson, I really like that boy. I really do think that boy's
nothing right, mate. Nothing.
I know. He is. He's a player. You just know when somebody's a player. Then you don't need to see him that often to go, no, this boy's a player. No, I mean, and I like him. I really do like him. But we're in a dilemma now. We've got they two are playing well, Katic and Goldson, and you've got Edmondson, who we've seen a few games and like. Helander still basically. Don't get me wrong. I think he done well on Sunday because Sunday was never conducive for a good game of football on Sunday with the pitch, the weather. Playing in the North Sea, you know what I mean? We better play in the RAF out in the North Sea, you know what I mean? For all the good it was going to do, but nobody was going to play good. All right, Bigger Evil played well on Sunday, but it's never going to be a great game. Never, ever going to be a great game. So Big Helander, for that point of view, done all right, because it was an awkward game. But he was up against nothing, right enough. But I'm not going to write the boy off, and my fear is we're going to build him up too much and think he's going to be this, that, and the next thing. And when he gets into the team, we're all going to go, poof. Because I'll tell you one thing, the way Katic is playing, that boy Helander, he'd need to be some centre half if he's going to dislodge Katic on ability alone. I'm telling you. He's got to be some centre half.
and form, Albert. His form's excellent. He's playing really, really well, and so is Goldson. Yep. So they're not going to get moved. It's going to take some amount of tactical nous by the manager to pick and choose, and somewhere along the line just easily move that around so that he gets Helander and Edmondson, and just for saying sake, and he plays away games. I don't know, away games wherever we are if we get through to the group stages, and then all of a sudden we're all back at Ibrox and it's Coulson, or vice versa. So I think it would take a lot of tactical movement by the manager to do these things, or if you have to play safe, then Coulson and Katic haven't really let you down.
Good thing about Bridge is look how high the standard is now to what we were at least maybe a year and a half ago. The standards are way up now. You're sitting going, anybody that needs to get in the team needs to perform now. Really needs to perform now.
Yeah. Well, I've been shouting for a long time that we should have a really big, tall centre half that's left-footed and completely balance up the defence, and with Barisic in it, of course, or another left-footer. But my goodness gracious, you've got to take your hat off to Katic. He's fought for every inch of the way. He's fought and scraped to get into that team, and he's held his position. And you've got to praise him for it. Just got to praise him for it. And the manager needs to think again, I think.
And see James's point about he doesn't like a 6 feet odd centre left back. Some of the best left backs we've ever had in our history are over 6 feet pluses.
Yeah, I'm a 6 feet.
I don't think height's got anything to do with it.
I look at Cafu. Cafu was 6'2".
Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm a 6 feet type of person. Any fullbacks that we buy or bring in,
is that in your,
I would want them
is that in your women?
No,
is that your women you're talking about?
No, then for 4'6" up for him.
Oh, love it. Brilliant. No, I've said in here that, in my opinion, we shouldn't be buying anyone. If we can help it, we should be looking at people 6 feet and upwards in our
team. So that means tomorrow night we don't play Stephen Davis, we don't play Tav, we don't play Morelos, we don't play Jordan Jones, we don't play Scott Arfield.
No, there's people there who are really good players. I mean, when we get into the marketplace, if we go into the marketplace, we should take account of
the slave trade's finished now. You don't look at their size, their teeth. They've got to be able to play, mate.
Yes, of course. You're not going to go and buy anybody if they can't play. Simple as that. But if a Messi come into the market, you'll buy him.
Can I remember, Bridge? You got to remember, Bridge, you're not wanting a show pony, because you remember Big Patterson. I mean, every time he jumped up, you couldn't get a fact paper under him. No, I mean, he looked the part, but
no,
he did look the part.
All I'm meaning is that somewhere along the line, when we go out into the marketplace, we should be looking for the best, and that whatever we get, they must be able to play football. Number one, they must be able to play football. So, and if they're rugged and they're roughly 6 feet, they're not going to get pushed about by anyone. However, there are always exceptions, because we get smaller players, as you just mentioned, some Stevie Davis and people like Arfield. So there's always places for them. All right, JFK, and you come, mate.
Just throw something in there. I mean, you're talking about, fullbacks and that. I don't know if anybody's seen the article. It's kind of moving away a wee bit. With Kenny Jackett, the Portsmouth manager. I'm just wondering.
I read that actually, mate. He might have changed his mind after last night, right?
Aye, he was wanting to convert McCrory into a fullback. So I wonder if he's got to say so for that for Stevie G. But on the situation now, there's a left back in Scotland that is wanting to come to Rangers, and we should be making a bid for him. We should go for an actual left back. We shouldn't be trying to create somebody.
He's got to be good enough.
Well, I think the boy for Kilmarnock's good enough. I think the kid.
That's fair. If you think he's good enough, but we shouldn't be going for somebody just because they play left back. They've got to improve their team.
Aye, I think he will. He's a natural left back. I mean, would you not rather do that than try and turn a £3.5 million player who's a centre defender into left back?
As I said, the old Berkamon got great debate, but I didn't agree with his point of Helander. He doesn't look as if he's that type of guy. He's got to be comfortable in the wings. You know,
I'm with Stardog, but I'm with Stardog. I would go after that boy Lowe for Derby. I think he's a cracking left back.
Right. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, Lowe was up at Aberdeen, and the boy would come on. The only time I've really seen them when he's played against us. But Stardog watches every fit. What Stardog? What's your thinking?
I would definitely go and get Lowe, mate. I think if he's up for grabs, I would definitely go and get him 100%. The Helander thing just doesn't make sense to me, Ox.
No. Albert was put out there for debate, wasn't he?
Aye. But see my point on the Ross McCrory thing. Do you think Stevie Gerrard's going to be happy with that?
It depends what the brief is. Talked to Fox about that yesterday. If Kenny Jackett's got the brief that you've got him on loan and you get him in the team as often as you can, or you get him in, you have to play him at centre midfield. It depends what the brief was.
Aye.
And for Oxford, isn't that where you wanted to play Ross McCrory? Right back?
I said that was watching the boy. That was his chance of making his best position of making the grade, mate. In my opinion.
Was somebody known here before for Ox saying that one of the coaches or ex-coaches up at Hummel training were saying that McCrory was a right back, that was his best position. Did somebody not say that before on here?
It's been discussed, and it was discussed at a social event with one of the coaches.
But I seen him come on. I was assuming that was a Saturday. Come on the last 15 minutes of the game. And he did make a difference. He really did make a difference in that position. I mean, that's the first time I've really seen him playing right back.
I think he was going to have. I think he would need to go some to replace to oust to Tavernier.
I know, but there's no money with oust Tavernier, is there?
I know, pal. I know.
You know, would you rather have him directly in midfield or Stephen Davis?
Well, we know Stephen Davis, maybe 2-3 years if you get out of Stephen Davis. We've spoke about that.
Aye.
I thought the young boy McCrory would have been a fantastic defensive mid, and he was actually showing up like that. And I'm afraid he got a few poor games. So
he's got a lot of attributes. He's not made the step up now between playing with youth because his natural pace, Albert, I'll take this to Smurf, gets him out a lot of trouble in the younger games. When he's playing in the full team, he does the same thing, and it doesn't get him out of trouble because the guys he's playing against are a yard in front in the head sometimes. Maybe not as quick as him because the boy's quick, but he's got a chance. He just has to find his position and he's going to get better playing games at that level, and then hopefully he'll come back and improve player. Smurf?
I think Kitchener's potentially ruined him. Bringing him in, centre half. The game at Parkhead where he gets sent off, you know, he's been on the end of some dunes, you know, and I sort of feel sorry for him, really. Messed about for pillar to post. We'll not put him at centre half. We'll try him in centre midfield. I'm hearing that for the first time tonight, that you're saying that his coaches.
Only somebody's opinion, mate. Only somebody's opinion. Yeah.
His best position was right back. It's a shame, really. I don't actually have an answer for that. I don't have a clue.
I mean, Max Lowe is valued at £450,000.
I would play that for him.
And his contract runs out in June 2021.
Is he getting a game with Derby?
I've not watched any of the Championship at all this season so far. I don't know, mate.
Last year,
no, he's not getting a game.
Talking about guys that play left back, I see Shinny's been sent to play with their under 23s.
Yeah, beauty.
Be interesting tomorrow. You know, playing against Warsaw, that their strength as a team is their sort of defensive side of the game. So, although we'll be tuning in to watch the Rangers, it'd be interesting to see how well their left back fares. You know, we've last season we picked up players who showed up well in European games against us. So it might be rich pickings for us if we put them out, but their left backs half decent, you know. You go to scour every market, haven't you?
I've got to look. I'm sure that our scouting staff and all the names we've mentioned there, they've looked at them all. And if they thought they were better than what we had, I think they would have made the move. Fox.
We need to remember it's no a never-ending transfer fund we've got. I think we've got quite a lot this season, and I don't think we could have any complaints with the board and the money they've produced and back Steven Gerrard with. I just think that we're always looking for better in the one market. I think it might take time to solve the left back problem. What would be good is if we could kill that tie tomorrow in Poland, mate, would open maybe a window for the board to say there's good money coming in, we can afford to go now.
8.9 million, Fox.
Aye, well,
for this qualifying for the group stages alone, mate.
Well, I think that's the only way we're going to be able to afford it, mate.
Aye.
And then you get another 6 million in revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we've been joined by a caller. I think it might be James from Tennessee. I might be wrong there enough.
Yeah, hello guys. James, how's it going?
All right, mate. We were hoping you'd come on, give us a rundown in Legia Warsaw.
I gave you that last week. It was just a couple of things I wanted to bring the point out. Right, first of all, I respect everybody's opinion. It's really good. But I would say the guy Lowe from Derby is a basic player, not good enough. If you look at the Championship in England, there's 20 good left backs, much better than him. He's not that great. The guy Taylor from Kilmarnock, if you watch the Connah's Head game, he missed 2 absolute sitters. They won the game. He couldn't finish on the goalkeeper. So he's not great. I'd be a waste of money buying him. But anyway, I said Ben Purrington from Charlton's a good left back. He's good. They might get him for $1 million, $2 million, but he's good, strong. He scores goals all the time. Good player. Legia Warsaw just got to Legia Warsaw. They'll be a tough team, but I think if we just go at them, I think if we play the way we play and not fear them, I think we'll do well. I think we'll win 2-1.
Can you give me the name?
James, I thought you were on again.
Can you give me the name of that left back again?
Ben Purrington from Charlton.
Charlton. All right.
Yeah, he used to be with Rotherham, and then he went on loan to Charlton, and he scored the goal against in the playoff game to get into the Championship. And he's a good player, and you get him for $1 million or something. Much better than a guy like Taylor. Taylor is just a basic player. Can't finish. He's fast, right enough, but there's
James,
20
he was
good
with
backs.
us. James, he was with us. Taylor was with us as youth team.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, the standard in England is much better. They're much better footballers. Because I lived there for 12 years. There were much stronger guys. The Championship is a place I wish shop in. I'm just giving you my opinion on that, but they sign them, sign them.
You were want to come in, mate?
Right, James. I thought you were on to give the inside leg measurements of that Walsall team. I was looking forward to that.
Well, I gave you that last week. I can't give you a run down. The danger man is Veskovic on the right wing. He's a wing back. He scored a goal recently. The guy, one of the guys in the panel said, Lega don't score a lot of goals, but they don't give away a lot of goals, so they'll get behind the ball when Rangers are attacking. I think they've got a good Brazilian, as I said, the Cafu on the left.
Did they break quick, James?
Yeah.
Did they break quick?
Yeah, they'll break quick on you. They're athletic. They're very physical. The Rangers are in for a physical game against them. There's no doubt about it. It'll be a physical game. They're strong boys. They've got, as I said, the back four is mainly Polish, etc. they've got a Georgian midfield player, Gavilia, who scores a lot of goals, takes all the free kicks. He's a guy. He reminds me of Willow Flood, but 10 times a player. And they've got a 19-year-old Croatian guy up front, so that'll be good. As I said last week for Katic, he probably knows the guy anyway. Probably the same under-21 team, maybe. So that'll be quite good. Got a few Portuguese, 3 Portuguese team, Montenegro player, Georgian player, all over the place. So I think we'll win 2-1, but we'll need to play well. And I think we'll do well against them. They're not a great. They had a bad result. They played Coops, as I said before in the last call. A Finnish team, never done anything. They should have lost that game, by the way. So they're not great away. We got a good result and we're through. They'll not beat us at Ibrox. So that's why we need 2-1, 1 each. I think we'll win the game tomorrow. I was just on about
On you go, mate. Carry on.
I was just on about the fullbacks. I just think the Championship, there's much better fullbacks there. There's stronger guys and some but signing. And the guy from Aberdeen, Lowe, he's never going to get into the Derby team. He's just a basic player. We need guys like Aribo. Aribo was a good player because he was in the team. They didn't want to lose him. We need players that's going to be in those teams. Even I've been looking at Blackburn Rovers recently. They've got some good fullbacks there. We could pick one of their fullbacks, the strong guys. They played well last night against Hull, and they've got some good players. Because what he did, the manager ditched that Celtic player because the Blackburn was complaining about him, and the defence is much stronger. Blackburn won the last 2 games, so a lot of good players in the English Championship. So I wouldn't buy anybody in Scotland. But
Neither would Bridge.
Can I just come in there?
Aye, of course.
Boys, so my thoughts on it, I think what's hampering us is that the quality across the squad is in its entirety when the gaffer came in was poor. So he's had a lot of rotations over the last 3 transfer windows. So there's guys that are on contracts that are surplus to requirements that are Rangers players, they're Rangers men that we all want to see do well. For me, Docherty, Halliday and all that, these guys will all be gone. I don't think they're good enough. And I don't think they'll be there much longer. You've got 10 players come in or so this season, same last season. And then next season again, there's about 13 players out of contract. Some of them will be let go, some will be retained, and a lot of them are going to need to be replaced. What's hampering us, I think, is getting the squad to a level. And bearing in mind, there is a glass ceiling in Scottish football. So when you hit that glass ceiling, that's the level you're at. They're all under contract for 2 or 3 years ahead, whatever it may be. And then what you can do is start cherry picking individual positions where you can say, we're not going to spend X amount of million on a player for that position, but we'll get a target under freedom of contract. But what we can do is pay big wages to get them in a Scottish context, so that you're only bringing in 2s and 3s each transfer window, 2 players maybe, and maintaining the level that glass ceiling within Scottish football allows.
Have you been listening to Fox, mate? In you come, Fox. Somebody singing your tune.
Yes, we've been saying that for a couple of years here, pal.
I agree 100% with that. There is a glass ceiling in Scotland, and the players that are worth X amount of money will only come here anymore, regardless.
Of course not.
No, I think it shows up with them across the side. The boy Edwards, a decent player, mate, but they're having to fork out supposed to be £9 million on him, and that is the ceiling for Scottish football, mate. And they're hoping to make a big profit on him, and I don't think they will, actually.
No, I think they'll lose money on him. You look at Aribo coming in on for peanuts, effectively a development fee. A lot of people looking at him down there. Charlton want to retain him, telling them because it's in Charlton as well. They can see that there's this glass ceiling in Scottish football as well. So they're saying it's not the best place to go for your development. But with Rangers and Celtic, it's different for the rest of the league because you can offer them 50,000 fans, a cauldron of an atmosphere at home games, and you can offer them European football and a mentality that you need to play at that club, at our club. So what you've got is you can cherry pick these guys and put them on big wages, and I think that's a route that we should exploit more going forward. But we really need to get our squad to maximise our squad, get it to the maximum level we can get it at, get guys contracted, and then just bringing in ones and twos. That's really, because this sort of constant rotation of 10 players, every season, it's no good. It's not going to help us,
But we had to get to that level, a really good basic squad, mate. I agree with you. I think 100%. As we go forward now, we'll cherry pick. And maybe that's the problem with the left back. I think the management team have thought that there's enough between them to get us through maybe one transfer window January and into the summer where we can cherry pick somebody coming out, free them a contract and get them in there on decent wages, as you said, mate.
Can I just come in there? I have to go, but I'll be talking to you soon. Good luck. I'll see you later, guys.
Cheers, James. Thanks for the call. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers, James.
Bye now. Bye. Cheers. Bye.
James, don't hear JFK.
Man of good knowledge of world football, not just Rangers football. Good to hear him when he comes on. He's got a cracking knowledge and he talks about a lot of players that I've never heard of. And then I write them down and I go and look them up. Not that I'm doubting these, but my God, he's 100% right. Some of the players that he's mentioned for Poland and other teams that we've played.
Have you looked up that boy, the left back for Charlton?
I have.
There you go.
No, I just looked him up because the boy mentioned him. Just interested in who he was.
Pals with Aribo.
I think he's a big tall fella, the boy Puffington he was talking about. 1.74 m, what's that? No, it's not that big, is it?
No, it's not. It's about 5'5".
5'10", 5'11", something like that.
Aye, well, I got my mathematics wrong there. Imagine.
Yeah, shocker.
I'm on indeed.
Shocker, Foxy, a shocker.
You stick to the Imperial, mate.
Well, nothing better than...
Is that mince? Is that mince?
Oh, dear. What are you saying, Fox?
I've never understood why we came away from feet and inches, mate. This millimetres and all that, no worth a damn.
You don't worry about it.
I was going to say something there, but I better know.
Old money, Foxy, old money.
Aye. Players should still cost 19 and sixpence.
There you go.
Oh dear.
Just looking at that.
I actually agree with James when he says that we should be shopping in a different market other than Scotland. I know that I have to say I'm quite bitter about what's happened in Scotland, and that's one of the main reasons why I don't want to give them any money. But really, that's the best market. I think the Championship and the Division 1 down there, you'll get really good fullbacks. England has always had good fullbacks, always, historically speaking, really good players, naturally good players. So I think it's good.
I don't know. Should be. I don't know if Fox has looked up, the up-to-date transfer thing, but the boy Purrington's valued at the moment at 315,000.
I can't see Charlton selling anywhere players to zero.
No. But he's 2022. He's contracted to.
They got an offer on you go, Spur.
He's I've just looked at it there. He signed a 3-year deal in the 1st of July for Charlton.
Aye.
So there you go.
If we stepped down there and asked them for that boy, they would say 5 million or something.
I hope all the Tims are not listening in, or they'll be in for him tomorrow.
I just think that's what we should
get him a
be.
snide one. Hurry up, somebody throw one in
Get him
there.
a snide one. But I mean, I think, look, our management team are happy with Flanagan. They trust Flanagan, and he does the business for them. There will come a time when they'll say, and it might even be here now, for all I know, they'll turn in and say, look, okay, we use him till now, but we really must go and get somebody. And that might be just at the end. Once the window's closed, there may be players out there really looking for a club, and you may get a wee pearl in there.
I think Smurf had a good point about the squad we talked about the other night, but isn't it? We've got to get rid of some people. And I'm not just talking about a left back. I mean, we have got guys. I read today that maybe Holt's going to St Johnstone. Obviously, they'll want him on loan because they're not going to buy him, and we'll be paying him for a year, even if we get 50% off the wage bill. It's all these things that help us.
But who's going to take Dorans?
Well, he's just come back for another injury, mate. So
that's what I'm saying. So he must be on a decent wage, but who's going to come in and even take him and more?
Unless they'll take him on loan, and we'll be paying 50-75% of his wages, mate.
Aye.
You know, I feel a bit sorry for Graham Dorrans. I think he was pretty unlucky, you know.
Oh, definitely.
With injury, same as Jamie Murphy. You know, I know somebody you know well.
Yeah, that was a strange one at the weekend. Jamie Murphy in the squad. I don't know what he's thinking there was. You know, he even actually said after the game that, you know, I was thinking about bringing him on, and you know, I don't know.
He played the developing game and all.
Yep.
You know, obviously you know Jamie, but I get the impression he could in the park just for a game of football. You know what I mean?
Of course he would. Aye. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think there's a future for him at Ibrox, Jamie Murphy?
No.
He's good in the team, but we play a different style now, and it's all about pace. And Jamie's not the quickest, you know.
Yep.
A good football player.
No, I think that ship's passed for him. I think, unfortunately, the injury he got curtailed, you know, the career that he could have had with Rangers. So, and as you said, Oxshire, we've went a different direction. He's he's a good football player, but I don't think it's a player that Rangers are looking for at this moment. And what we've got to remember, I mean, we talk about Jamie Murphy here. Jamie Murphy's no 24, 25. Jamie's 30, coming up for 31 now.
Right.
So he's a player, and the same as Graham Dorrans. So the times against him, football-wise, you know, to compete with Rangers. And 30 and 31 is no old, but when you're getting a lot of injuries the way they've been getting, so that curtails your chances of getting into the squad. You know, so we need to, if the right phrase is, get rid of them, but in a good way, that thank them for their service, but we need to get them off the wage bill that lets us enhance our squad with other players that we can hopefully bring in the future, especially this season.
Sorry, JFK, I do apologise. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I was just going to say that Murphy, your heart goes out to him, but I think at his age, the type of injury he got is one of these that is going to be stretched and stretched and stretched. You just don't know if the guy's ever going to get back.
You look at it mentally and all, Bridge.
I know, it's all of it. It's the physical, it's the mental. And yeah, he might be feeling good inside himself and so on and so forth. But I think he's one of these chaps that may get seen out to the end of his contract, and then he'll be let go. They may even let him go sooner than that.
What's the common denominator of both boys?
Oh, aye, Kelly Pitch.
Oh, well, one, both against Kilmarnock, that power.
Absolutely, yeah, Kel.
That was a shocking challenge, remember?
Oh, that's right enough. Was it Port? What's his name? The guy.
Power.
That's him.
Power, dirty rat.
Dirty animal.
The reason he never got the publicity it was due was because Kachina finished that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a shocking challenge.
Is there any... Sorry, boys, can I ask... I don't know if you've discussed this just before I tuned in. Was there... you've obviously seen Kent supposed to be coming back on loan. Do you think there's any mileage in that?
I'm going to pass you to Fox, who's been dreaming about this. So he told me.
Go on yourself, Foxy boy.
I've not been dreaming. This, all the signs point to it, mate. I've just got a feeling that we'll secure him in the next couple of days.
And do you think Doherty, do you think he's got any future at Ibrox?
Bridgeman.
Well, I watched him the other day when he was playing for us, and he looked not too bad, shall I say. If he goes out for another season's loan, then he's going to have to be a lot better than he is now to get back into our team. I said this at the start when we loaned him out, and he has come back better. But the truth is that we've stepped up. Our team and players are in our squad are all far better than Doherty at the moment. We've got a different level of player. So young Doherty's got to step up, got to be able to step up and join in with that. Now, I watched him the other day, and he's quite good, don't get me wrong. I've nothing against him that way. But, you fear that if he goes out and goes to, just for saying sake, Motherwell, well, I'm afraid he's actually stepping down a level from a play perspective. 100%. He might get the 90 minutes in a lot more often, but if he steps down a level, chances are he might never get back up again. And that's just my honest opinion.
Albert, and you come, mate. Both players.
All right. You want me to say something? Oh, the Doherty's never going to hold a position during Rangers. He needs to reinvent himself, the boy. That's a shame for him. But if he persists on wanting to play in the position Gerrard's playing him at the moment, he's never going to hold a position down. He'd need to go to another team to do that. Well, if I was Doherty and wanted to stay at Rangers, I would be saying to Gerrard, I want to change my position and I'm looking for a bit of advice. Where do you think I can play? Might even be left back. It might even be what the Arfield role, just cover for Arfield. It might be something completely different. It's no beyond the realms of possibility a guy can actually change into something else. But at the moment, he's not going to hold that position. No chance.
What I see about him, he's got a lot of attributes that he's getting, but he's not the greatest passer of the ball to play in that position, Albert.
He's limited. He's definitely limited. You seen the one he would buy the guy Lovely on the byline on Sunday, and then he overhits the cross, man. And then see if you see it for the ground level, because of the camera at ground level, you look at it and go, how can you overhit that? It's just a wee dink, mate. There's nothing hard about that cross. But he's whacking it nearly out the other side of the park, and you're saying, that's lack of ability, son. That's got nothing to do with vision. That's just pure lack of ability.
See what you just said there. Sorry, see what you just said there. See against Midtjylland when Defoe was come on, and there was a point in the game where he had received the ball and it was just a wee reverse pass through to Defoe, and he thought about it and then passed the ball inside rather than playing Defoe in, and Defoe was doing his nut.
Not get the confidence in his ability.
You could see he saw the pass because he sort of there was a hesitation. What they did, they put that through or they play it safe, and he played it safe. He played inside. Defoe was raging.
Yeah,
I think he's another one we all like as well. It's just it's not working out for him.
He's one of your own, isn't he?
Aye, of course, mate.
Oh, and I heard you talking about Ryan Kent as well there, weren't you?
Aye.
I mean, Ryan Kent, my other team is Liverpool, and I sit and read the Liverpool Echo every day. And just like the usual garbage that we hear up here for the Scottish media, Ryan Kent didn't throw the toys at the pram, didn't spit the dummy out. He's been a consummate professional. He didn't say he was going to go and strike. He didn't say he wants to go to Rangers. He said he would like a move to better his career, and if Rangers is the team to do that, he wants to come back to Rangers. There's a lot of money being bandied about between 5 and 7 million. If Rangers have got 5 or 7 million to pay, I just hope they don't pay for Ryan Kent, because he's not worth that. he's probably worth maybe 3-4 at the most, in my estimation. But that's just my opinion. If we get him in a loan deal with the prospect of maybe buying him next season, I would take that. I'd like to see him back at Ibrox, but I don't want it to be a be-all and end-all that we need to have him back. It's got to be right for Rangers, no for Ryan Kent. Owen Docherty, I'm the same as Allbear. I think Docherty will be a bit part player. I think he'll be used when and is needed. So I don't think there's a big future for him at this moment in time at Ibrox. I think when he's needed, the gaffer will pick him, and he'll be in his maybe squad of 18 players for any particular game when as required. So it's a shame. We had a lot of high hopes about the boy, but I don't think he's going to be a first team pick. Certainly this season anyway.
Who would have thought all the Rangers supporters, Halliday, Docherty, Murphy, Dorrans, and the one that ends up playing the most games might be Halliday. There you go, you never know.
Aye.
Anyway, round the panel, just quickly, how's it going to go tomorrow night? Albert.
You know me. Any score draw, Rangers win.
You're always confident, mate. Smurf?
I think I'll go for 2-1 Rangers.
Oh, I like it. Bridgeman?
I'm going to go for 2-0 Rangers. 2-0. Clean sheet.
We'll be signing Cafu on Friday. GFK?
I'm going to go for
left back.
I'm going to go for 1-0 Gers.
All right. Bridge? Sorry, Fox?
Score draw for me.
Is that everybody?
Starboard.
No, he's gone. That's everybody. I'll take a score draw. 1 each draw tomorrow night. I'll take that. Who's getting the goals for us? Quick little people.
Fred.
That'll do, Fred.
Yeah, Morelos for me.
He's a nice little sauce, but we'll get threats for set pieces now, Smurfer.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. A lot of good threats in the team. Plays the right team, we can win it. 1-0 from. No, I think 1-0 would be a good score. Anything there, that's a bonus. You know. But it'd be good if we could put the tie to bed tomorrow night. That'd be good.
Smurf?
I think Ojo's good for a goal, Fred's good for a goal, and Big Katic is good for a goal. So, two for any of the three of them.
Bridgeman?
And who's going to score? I do apologise. I already said it would be, Morelos to score goals.
Yep, well, we've reached that time in the evening.
Oh, it's that time, right. Apologies, pal. Apologies. So what can I say? Marvellous night again, guys. Well done. Fantastic discussions. All about our wonderful team. Just marvellous. Really and truly. I'm so happy. So looking forward to tomorrow night. So what can I say? To all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is huge game for us for tomorrow. Good luck to the Gers. Get out there and mollocate them. Keep it going for the Rangers. Everybody, keep it going.
Can I thank everybody who took the time to call us tonight, particularly James from Paisley, first time caller. Thanks to everybody taking part, everybody in the lobby. And we'll be back tomorrow night after the game at 9 o'clock. Take it away, Fox.
They come from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from dear old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round to Timeless Park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. To the boys in blue of Ibrox, aye, the Scotland's very best. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch a friend the Saint-Germain address. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. There's Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I've said your mind the rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue, the Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch your friend, I've set your mind the rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's